Creating multiple blessable spiritual channels for miracles. Creating multiple blessable spiritual channels for miracles. Now, when you see great women, all great women you see on earth that are intelligent, that are great, they are women, they are great. They marry men that understand how to create multiple channels. They don't just marry a man. They marry a channel creator. A man can have about 8 channels, power channels, through which blessing come to you as a wife. I say through which blessings come to you as a wife. Now, it is different from marrying just a mere man. There are men that are men. When a man doesn't have a channel outside him, he's just a man. When a man have another channel, 9 channels in joining to him, he becomes 10. It's just like an octopus. Even in ministry, all the men that reigned in ministry, they were men that had multiple channels. They are one with so many channels. So it makes them many. That God gave him a name that is above every other name. That's the channel. Oga, chapter 10-17 of the book of Luke. Even demons bow to us in your name. That's the channel. Jesus was somewhere. Somewhere.
Yes, sir.
And people were casting demons somewhere with his name. And you're a woman you want to marry. You don't consider it. When there are about 9 channels into one man, hey, excuse me, if I have a wife and I have 500 books packed in the house, sometimes some of you need to come to my house. You see book, you will cry. You just see book with your eyes. What about if I make you the director of book? I ask you, don't do anything. Just be the one in charge of my books. So what you do is I ask you to take it to bookshop, open bookshop as many as you can around Lagos. I can help you open 10 bookshops. And then people like Benjamin and those who are selling books are now your servants. You can withdraw them from the church there and then get them full time into book selling. And then they go from shop to shop and then meet other people. Excuse me, do you know how much you can get in a year? That's just a channel. That is different from you see mama, you come to church. And not only that, you are mama of Aja Church, you are mama of local assembly worldwide. You can even be selling mantle. We have calendar, we have mantle. Even the key holder. Some of us who are hanging around key holder because there's no wife. You will not be around. She will not allow you. She will not allow you to be in charge of her t-shirt. It's not possible. Huh? I have a wife and you're selling this thing for her. Huh? And she's still alive. It do not even come to your mind. Excuse me, just like we are doing welfare. Just like we are doing. Yes, we are doing welfare. Huh? And I'll just do 5,000, 5 million, 3 million. And she's there watching you. It won't come to your mind. We will not even do it in the public. She will give right to people that she wants privately. That house will be shared in my house, not in the church. Hey, I just look at you, I just be laughing. That's why sometimes when some people make noise, I say God will punish you. You see, you think I don't know the benefits you're getting. Some of those things are the things that are there. They are the things that fall into some people because I am not married. Because I'm not what? And because I'm not married, and you see rise up from your that little place, all the things, the privileges, your excuse me, how many times have I entered the bookshop this year? I've not entered that bookshop once this year. Huh? Have I this year? If I have her, I should go there every week. She must go there every 3 days. Huh? And then you say I don't know. When we go to Galilee there, you say whatever you like to sell, you give me account, do I call you up? And my son Did I check you? Did I say bring book, let me reconcile account? And you think I don't know? There are multiple channels. Now I would like you to listen to. Even clear vision is a multiple channel, it's a channel. That is, you are in a church and the belief of the church is clear. I said the what? The belief of that church is clear. The belief of the church is clear. It's a channel already. Now, because that is what is, when I'm making book, the book I'm making is controlled. The book, it's just like my mama is here. She went there and put that in. She put. Since you put that in there, have you given me 1 hour? Huh? Huh? And every morning I'll go there to anoint it for you. Have you given me 1 naira there? Huh? If I have a wife, I should be looking at you. Huh? Somebody put your hand together for Jesus. You go to church to come and take a space, I should be looking at you. There are multiple channels. I said there are what? Multiple channels. Now let me tell you another secret. There are ministries. There are ministries that are not mantled. They're not mantled. They are not commissioned by God to use this. This doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for them. This is testamental. The lapel, everything. It will end anytime. They teach it. Now we are using it because we are mantled, so it doesn't stop. There are some ministries that are not mantled. Yes, sir. So this mantle you see is a channel. There are ministries that wait. I preach 3 ways. Now I'm preaching this. Now this word is on YouTube. That is when I am done. Some people will only hear me in the night because it's only on YouTube. And then the word is also in books. Now there are those who don't write books. Yes, preachers. Yes, so I preach from the mouth, and then I preach through books. What about if you're a woman and you have a husband that have multiple channels of resources by God? In ministry, in life. Soludo is a professor of economics. So he's a director of so many companies in the world. And then he is governor of Anambra State. retired CBN governor, multiple channels. That is why going to school is important. I'm not talking about businesses. There are businessmen that can start one business or that, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that has immortality. That is, wait a minute. When Jesus left the earth, yes. What was left for him was the multiple channels that follow his person. That if you don't know what is called greatness, you wouldn't know when to look for it. I said you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't know when to look for it. You wouldn't even know, because you see, you have to understand greatness before you know how it can be separated. God give privileged people favored people privilege to understand greatness, even in ministry. That I have a privilege of this. It's a great privilege for me. I don't joke with it. That even my name is Chris Christian. That I have such a chosen name. So did you get it? Wait a minute. Wait. Elijah said to Elisha, if you see me going, you will get whatever you're looking for. The Bible said a chariot came from heaven and divided two of them. Wait, the chariot that divided two of them was not produced by God. That chariot was Elijah's chariot, because I have a chariot. I said that chariot was Elijah's chariot. Elijah produced that chariot while he was on earth. And then he went to heaven. He went to heaven with that chariot. I said he went to where? Heaven. He went to heaven with that chariot. And then not only that he went to heaven with that chariot, he dropped a mantle. And then Elisha picked it. And then he came to Jordan and divided Jordan with what? With that mantle. Now, whether it's the chariot or the mantle, they are all channels that represent one man. Not every man can have it. There are men that their legs are so much blessed that when they touch the earth with footprint, only their footprint makes meaning to God. Foot. When God said to Joshua in Joshua chapter 1 verse 3, he said, wherever the soul of your feet shall tread upon, I will give you. It was footprint. It was honored footprint. And that footprint was manifested from Elijah's stay with the word. Joshua stayed with the word. When the Bible says in chapter 10 verse 1 of the book of Revelation that the feet of the angel was on fire, he was talking about igniting it. What? He was talking about igniting that feet. It's not everybody that the feet can be fire. It's part of a mantle. That is why there are people that fire flows from their spirit to their hand. That when you shake their hand, power goes from them to them. It's not with every man of God. So is the power of miracle. I don't know what I'm saying. I've said anything. So those channels are the channels through which God reveals the value of a man in so many ways. The value of one man in multiple ways. In multiple ways. So that even when Jesus left the earth, his story is still selling. The name is still casting demons. And then some people, there is nothing that is showing in their life because they are not fruitful. People should be able to be investigative in life, spiritually speaking. You should be what? You should learn how to investigate something before you take cogent decisions. You should investigate. Investigating people's value is not evil. Knowing people's value is not evil. Because it delivers you from mistake. Let your value fight for you. Let your value fight for you. Let your value fight for you. Now there are people who believe that God is the one fighting their battle. No. Every day you wake up in the morning, situations around you make value, make demand on something you present to your challenges. Value you present to your challenges. That value you present to your challenges are the advantages of your life that represent your true self. So that when Satan come to you, allow him to meet your value before he meets you. When an enemy want to fight you, allow an enemy to meet your value before the enemy meets you.